the master and the student. When you see Matheesha Pathirana bowl, there is a lot of Lasith Malinga in him. Remember, Lasith Malinga changed the entire dynamics of bowling from Sri Lanka. Every youngster you speak to, be it Matheesha Pathirana, Nuwan Tushara, who's considered Podi Malinga or Small Malinga, he is considered to be one of the best things that has ever happened to Sri Lankan cricket at this point in time. Matheesha Pathirana and his exploits for Chennai Super Kings in the IPL 2023 has already made him a superstar. But there is one particular comment that MS Dhoni made on Pathirana's future where Lasith Malinga has not agreed at all to it. He has openly expressed his disapproval of how MS Dhoni has said about Matheesha Pathirana's future. And in this interview that he gave with ESPN Cricinfo, there are a lot of interesting points that Lasith Malinga has made about Pathirana's future, about MS Dhoni's comment, and what should the future be for someone of his bowling stature and his fitness. Whenever you have seen Matheesha Pathirana bowl, it's towards the fag end, towards the death overs when it is with the old ball. He tries to nail the Yorkers, but in the game that you saw against the Delhi Capitals, he was missing some of them. So, control is kind of raw when it comes to Matheesha Pathirana. So, Lasith Malinga has given him a simple advice. If he has to go ahead in his career, Pathirana must learn how to bowl with the old and the new ball. He must learn how to bowl with the old and the new ball. The raising wrist position about an inch and a half. Normally, if he has to get his Yorker and his dip correct, his wrist position must be raised just by an inch and a half. Very minor technicalities. But at the end of the day, that is what will help Matheesha Pathirana as he progresses from IPL superstar to potential Sri Lanka candidate in the next coming months. But already at this stage, Lasith Malinga has revealed that Matheesha Pathirana has a big advantage over him. Whenever you saw Lasith Malinga sling, you would see the arm coming at this angle. Already, in this short career when he is already 20 years of age, Pathirana has an even lower action than Lasith Malinga. If Malinga was here, Pathirana is slightly here. And because of this, lower arm action is a big advantage. On pitches which has low bounce, he will be lethal. Because coming on the front foot, if he's got that kind of an action, then batters will find it really hard to hit Pathirana consistently over the top or down the ground. So, Pathirana's low arm action is already making him a threat. But Malinga has gone on record and openly disagreed with MS Dhoni's views on Matheesha Pathirana. Malinga says, I don't think we should presume that he will get injured. I've played cricket this way and bowled like him, so I know what the challenges are. When you see Pathirana, you feel, oh man, his back, his neck, his knee, those are the huge problems that Pathirana will face as he goes on in his career. Remember, Lasith Malinga had a degenerate knee condition, and that is the reason why he was only restricted to close to 30 tests. But he became a T20 superstar and a white ball star in his own right. What exactly did Mahendra Singh Dhoni say about preserving Pathirana? Because remember, with his action, injuries are bound to happen. There are no two ways about it. MS Dhoni had given a premonition and he also appealed to Sri Lanka cricket. I personally think he is not someone who should play a lot of red ball cricket. Keep Pathirana away from red ball cricket. I think he shouldn't even get close to it. No first class cricket, no test cricket. Pathirana's fitness is such that he should be focusing only on white ball cricket. But the white ball cricket is coming with a condition. Even in white ball cricket, the 50 over version should be, he should play as less as possible. So he's appealed to Sri Lanka cricket. Do not even get him close to red ball cricket. White ball cricket, just let him play T20s. Is it a fair assessment? Because at the end of the day, if Malinga is saying that maybe Pathirana should actually bowl more in tests and ODIs rather than T20Is in order to enhance his career, this is where the clash of conflicts happen. Is Dhoni right? Is Malinga right? At the end of the day, you have to analyze where Pathirana's fitness stands, because with that bowling action, injuries will come. Knee, hamstring, back and side strains will be a lot more common. But if Pathirana is fit, why can't he play all these formats sporadically, not in a consistent way? This is the thing that Malinga has said. If Pathirana has to manage his future, give him ODIs, 10 to 15 tests in the next 3 years. That is the way you are looking at it. Test cricket should be priority for Pathirana. That is the thing that he has said. Test cricket should be the ultimate priority for him, because ODIs, if he gets picked for Sri Lanka in the 2023 ODI World Cup, well, he could be a big asset. Considering that he's played on Indian pitches, he could be a lethal aspect. Test cricket, maybe at this point in time, maybe you can look at Pathirana after the 2024 period, when he's played ODI World Cup and the T20 World Cup. Maybe after that, you can explore him into getting into tests. But the final onus will rest on Matheesha Pathirana himself, because with CSK, he has proven to be a brilliant bowler who has changed the team's fortunes in the death overs. Whether he becomes a long-term prospect for Sri Lanka, that is a different story altogether. Lasith Malinga has had his say, MS Dhoni has had his say. Do you agree with MS Dhoni, or do you agree with Lasith Malinga's views on Pathirana? Give us a shout out in the comments on that, and thank you so much folks for joining us for this video. We'll be back with more updates on sports today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live, and don't forget we are on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well. Thank you.